Austin, I actually did drop us down to 32 degrees. I think we'll be there briefly, up to 50 by midday, and high temperature unseasonably cool, 58, average high is 67. I think we'll get there on Saturday after another really cold start with temperatures close to freezing yet again. And then we go on a whole different warming trend. So for tomorrow, winds diminishing down to about 5 miles per hour by afternoon, plentiful sunshine in place. Then for Saturday, starting off cold. And look at this, we're going to see temperatures well into the 60s. I did mention a big change on the way as well, though, but I think that the Austin Marathoners will appreciate that the really warm air won't be here yet for Sunday morning. 44 degrees at the start, warming up to about 63 by midday. President's Day Monday as well as Tuesday could be some of the warmest we've seen all year, but take a look at Tuesday night into Wednesday. Temps fall from the 40s into the 30s. We might even have to contend with some wintry mix in the hill country. We'll have more on that in the days to come. We will be right back. Exactly 12 hours, actually I take that back, 10 hours ago, we hit 72 degrees. Now some areas are already freezing, and I've actually lowered even Austin's temperature to reach 32 degrees with wind chills in the 20s first thing tomorrow morning. Evidence of the strong gusty winds still ongoing, despite the fact that thankfully the red flag warning for high fire danger has been allowed to expire. 38 degrees, our current low temperature. Earlier today, 48 was as cool we had gotten, but this is updating hour by hour as we continue to see those temperatures fall. Winds still out there, 23 sustained, 33 gust out at the airport. We're starting to see the wind settle down a little bit off toward the west into the hill country, and that's where temperatures are falling fastest. Also, we do have a veil of cloud cover in place. If we go totally clear, then everyone is going to tank as far as temperatures are concerned. If we keep a little cloud cover in place, that serves as somewhat of a blanket. Either way, be prepared for protecting at least 3 of the 4 Ps. The pipes may be okay, but people, pets, plants, definitely. 34 right now in Llano feels like 26, 38 in Austin feels like 31, 40, you're one of the warmest spots in LaGrange. Currently a wind chill of 33, and you can see temperatures running 30 degrees cooler than this time yesterday. So it's going to be a cold start for the kiddos at the bus stop as you're getting ready for work. Temperatures, most locations will be freezing or close to. In Austin, I actually did drop us down to 32 degrees. I think we'll be there briefly, up to 50 by midday, and high temperature unseasonably cool, 58, average high is 67. I think we'll get there on Saturday after another really cold start with temperatures. For tomorrow, winds diminishing down to about 5 miles per hour by. Hello, hello, hello. It is cold outside. Have you taking a quick step out there? Temperatures falling fast. The cold front that pushed through earlier in the day has definitely made its presence known. It's kind of crazy. Right around lunchtime, it was 72 degrees, and since then the cold front has come through. I'm Chicago Windler. This is your update on the cold temperatures that are pulling through the area as we speak. Feel free to drop a line and I'll say hey. Beth says love the starting soon. I'm so glad you do. Thomas, how's it going? I heard you guys were pretty warm today, right? Oh, we got a little boy. Oh, we got the skipster. Skippy decided to come say hi. Yes. Where's Walkie? Is he coming up too? We got the Walkster coming up. He's such a good boy. 1, 2, 3. Oh, big boy. We got the Walkster. We got double doggies now. I double dog dare you to stay warm outside, right? So this is one of those, I'm not going to call it a 4P day. I'm going to call it a 3P night because pipes will probably be okay. However, people, pets, and plants, make sure you protect them because it is getting cold and getting colder. Hanson, how you doing? Thanks for checking in. Danny says it's hot and cold. We've got everything and the kitchen sink coming at us too. So what's interesting is right now, despite the fact that we have a pretty good amount of cloud cover overhead in the form of some high cirrus, this front is really strong, and so temperatures continue to drop. I did officially drop the low for Austin down to 32 degrees, so I'm expecting we will indeed see a freeze by morning with wind chills in the 20s. Some areas already have wind chills in the 20s, but wait, there's more. As we head through your Friday, high temperature only 58 degrees, which is going to be cool enough, but you can probably just kind of follow the little bouncing ball as we warm up to 72 by Sunday. Then we make it into the 80s by President's Day. We peak at 83 degrees on Tuesday, and then you know what happens? The roller coaster goes whoo, all the way down. Right now I'm anticipating we will see falling temperatures on Wednesday, 46 in the morning. and falling into the 30s. Now combine that, right, freezing temperatures, wind chills in the 20s. That's going to be the main issue for now. Good news, even though it's still windy outside, that red flag warning for high fire danger that was in place earlier has been allowed to expire. Also, the fire that was in place from Bastrop County yesterday, officially this evening is at 100% containment, so that's good news. The low earlier was 48. Obviously, that is no longer going to hold. We have fallen all the way to 37 degrees in Austin, despite all the wind. So that's quite the feat, given that typically wind keeps temperatures up a little bit. Now, we are starting to see the winds relax a little bit anyway out toward Llano, Burnett, and Mason, down to less than 10 miles per hour sustained. But in Austin, look at this. We've still got 13 to 22 mile per hour winds, gusting 30 miles per hour and 20 miles per hour. So eventually our winds are going to start to drop off as well. And what's interesting is the more winds drop off, the colder temperatures will get. So the only thing that's really saving us from just like teens basically is the fact that we have at least some high cloud cover in place. By the way, while we have just been dealing with the big change in terms of the wind bringing in that colder air, and we only had 1/100th of an inch of precip earlier. They've had significant severe weather across portions of the southeast. So right now you can see some storms moving through the Atlanta metro. Earlier there were tornado warnings in effect for the Birmingham area. I believe there was at least, I didn't check to see how many confirmed tornadoes, but it was a nasty day for some parts of the southeast United States. All right, just to give you a feel for how cold it is to our north, our friends in Dallas are sitting at 33 with a wind chill of 23. Up in Amarillo, it's 20 and it feels like 10. Oh boy, it's a cold night, that's for sure. So let's zoom in a little bit more closely so we can get the lay of the land through our area. It is currently freezing in Llano, freezing in Mason. I did those in the reverse order. Freezing in Fredericksburg, and just barely above freezing for Burnett, Marble Falls, and Blanco. Pretty much most of our area will be freezing with wind chills, which you can see are already in the 20s. Look at this. Even in Austin, it feels like 29 degrees right now. So not fit for man nor beast. It is cold out there, that's for sure. Curtis, hello, what's going on? He said to the entire night, Kristen, right back at you. Thanks for checking in. We appreciate you. Charles is here. What's going on? Beth says the sound is kind of twangy. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to go back and listen to it after the fact. Maybe there's something I can do to fix it or to adjust it or something. Hanson says this morning around 10, it wasn't half bad. And then around noon, it started dropping. Yeah, I was outside running in shorts and a sports bra this morning, and boy, did it change. And you can see temperatures from this time yesterday, 31 degrees, a difference. Charles says, what a windy day. Indeed, indeed. Kevin, what's going on? Thanks for checking in. The boys, I've got one of them right behind me. Skippy's like resting right behind me, and I think Ewok went back downstairs. Mike, happy chilly evening to you as well. Okay, so here's what to expect when you wake up in the morning. I almost think some of these temperatures may be even a degree or two colder, but this kind of gives you a framework that in the morning we're looking at 20s in the hill country, right around 30 for Highway 281, and probably between 30 and 32 for the I-35 corridor. Most areas likely to see a freeze, all areas likely to have wind chills below freezing. Then as we work our way through the day, lots of sunshine, there's some occasional high clouds, temperatures in the upper 40s to around 50 by lunchtime. And then as we round out the afternoon, up to 58 degrees. The average high, by the way, is 67, and we will be nowhere close. All right, so we talked about how it's cold now. Guess what? We hit Saturday morning, not as windy, so that's why the wind chills are no colder than the actual air temperatures, but we could yet again see freezing to near freezing temperatures across central Texas. Mike, happy evening. Charles said hi to the boys. Sarah says, you've got a track meet, and this was not, you were not prepared. I was still thawing out. Oh, goodness. Yeah, the evening temperatures. Basically from afternoon to evening, definitely a shock to the system. All right, here's your hour-by-hour forecast. In the morning for Friday, waking up, freezing temperatures. We'll have winds still out of the north at about 10 miles per hour, some gusts 15 to 20. As the day wears on, we'll see more sunshine develop. By the time we reach that high in the afternoon at 4 o'clock, winds should start to diminish. They'll be down to about 5 miles per hour, and eventually they will turn downright light as we head through your Friday night and into Saturday. So let's take a look at Saturday. Sunshine, a couple of high clouds. Maybe not quite as cold in the early morning hours. I'm going for a low of about 34 degrees at 7 a.m. and winds should be on the light side. Then as we head through the afternoon, all the way up to 67 with winds out of the southeast about 5 to 10 miles per hour. What that means is we'll see slightly higher humidity. It'll still be quite comfortable though. And that will pave the way for the second half of the weekend, Sunday, which is, nothing big. Yes, big. Super exciting. Austin Marathon kicks off downtown at 7 a.m. And I'm still not totally locked in on temperatures, but I'm leaning towards low 40s, maybe mid 40s at the start. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I inadvertently flipped it around. I need to fix that graphic so it doesn't do that when I push on it. I like to telestrate on things. But we'll see sunshine and high clouds. Temperatures warming up pretty quickly though, so by noon I've got you up at 63 degrees with a breezy south wind about 10 to 15 miles per hour. So basically this forecast isn't bad. I was looking back at previous marathons and we've seen much warmer temperatures, but the warmer it is, the harder it is to run. So hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. All right, so after that, we see high temperatures on Sunday into the 70s. On Monday, around 80 for President's Day. On Tuesday, we peak at 83 degrees, and by this point, people are thinking, wow, it's spring. Not so fast. There is compelling evidence that we will see a very strong air mass come in and bring colder air. So let's take a look at that part of the equation. Gerald, what's going on? Thanks for checking in. I apologize that it's not working for you. I think I have everything set like I'm supposed to, but either way, actually I can hear it this way. Oh, you're right, it is. It's super tinny. That's no good. Okay, I'll mess with this after we're done with the chat and I'll make it right. Sorry about the tin. The tinny tin tin. Yeah, I hear it too. The only thing I can think of is there may be one setting I can tweak on it real quick right now. Let me see which it is. I may have hit a button, so bear with me. Let me check this. Wouldn't be a button on here, I don't think. Maybe it's just because there's not too much battery power and I need to plug it in. Let's see. I bet that's what it is. Maybe it's because it doesn't have very much battery. But the other thing I can do is I can check and see if the level, I think that may have made it up. Let's see. I'm trying to hear it as well as I'm listening to it. See if I can fix it for you. All right, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's bad. Ooh, it's like super tinny. Test. Okay, that didn't work. You guys are always my guinea pigs helping me figure things out. Yeah, you know who's going to help me? My husband will help me. I'll have him look at it afterwards. You guys are always my guinea pigs. Oh, weird. Super tinny. You know who's going to help me? Okay. I'll turn the volume down on this now. I'm going to troubleshoot this after the fact because you're right. It's not okay. No bueno on the microphone. So I apologize about that one. Hanson says National Margarita Day. Yep. Sounds good to me. I'll be celebrating. Definitely will be. In fact, tonight we're going to celebrate National Wine Day early because National Wine Day is actually tomorrow. But I'm always so behind on my holidays. I need to get ahead of my holidays. All right, so let's really quickly look. Sunday's going to be dry and quiet. And let me advance through time, and we will show you the next weather maker. Could see some light rain possible on Monday. No big deal. Then on Tuesday, that's when we really heat up. A 20% chance of some showers around. And then Wednesday is when things all start to change. There's going to be a sharp cold front that pushes through. Let me see if I can draw it on here for you. A sharp cold front that pushes through Wednesday in the morning. And behind that cold front, it looks as though we're going to see a significant surge of colder air. So take a look. It's early yet, but there are several computer models that are suggesting that some wintry mix may develop. Now, as you can see, it is just north and west of our hill country communities. Let me put this into motion for you so you can see what we're looking at. As we head through Wednesday night, we're going to have to watch very closely because temperatures may get into that zone where we may be dealing with some wintry precip. Then as we head into Thursday morning, still precariously close, we may be dealing with some wintry mix in the hill country. And then as we push through the day on Thursday, then the system pushes away. So it's still preliminary. There's a lot to look at, but don't count out Mother Nature bringing us another little blip of wintry weather, which we've already seen several times. It's so frustrating, right? So anyway, there you go. And Gerald, I would welcome, if you have storm reports or weather photos, by all means, I would welcome those. I appreciate it. Hanson says, El Monumento in Georgetown. Oh, I wish we could get up there. Well, so we're going to be celebrating at home, but someday, we will make a return trip. I'd love to see you there. So here we go. We're looking at the rain chances, which are only about 20% on Monday and Tuesday. They ramp up to 40% for Wednesday and Thursday. And then that'll pave the way for what looks to be a colder stretch to start off March. So February 25th through March 3rd, plain as day. Austin, Texas, cooler than average, perhaps significantly cooler than average. I mean, we may be hard-pressed to be any warmer than 40s when we should be in the 60s. So there you have it. At least by February 25th to March 3rd, we are not looking for wetter conditions because wetter and that would open up the door of possibilities for more wintry weather, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So for now, we're back to the 7-day forecast. And as mentioned, we've got this roller coaster where we're at the bottom on Friday, and we climb up to the top on Tuesday, and then we literally go down like the steepest hill as we head through Wednesday. So a lot to talk about. All right. Please, by all means, check in anytime on our website, cbsaustin.com. And in addition, tomorrow morning on CBS Austin, starting at 4:30 a.m., Allison Miller will be pinch hitting for Avery Tomasco, and she will have your latest forecast updates. So please check in with her as well. Okay, sorry about the microphone issues. I'll figure this out. This too shall pass. So there you go, 35 degrees per the latest update on cbsaustin.com. Those of you who are tuning in on the CBS Austin Facebook page as well as YouTube, thanks as always for checking in. Those of you on the Chicago page, sit tight for